Welcome to the City Show COVID-19 update. I'm Pat O'Melia. As always, it's coronavirus all the time, but there are so many positive signs going on. We got the arm here. I got to get used to my radio days. We used to have the arm all the time. I got to get used to having that in front of me again, but I do like having the microphone on. There are so many positive signs. We're flattening the curve. There's towns starting to open again. Parks have opened. We're getting through this. Now it comes to a point. When do we want to really accelerate the opening? What is the safe number of coronas? Listen, we're not going to eradicate this in a month. So we're going to have to open with the knowledge that there's still some corona floating around out there. And we're going to probably do it before we get a vaccine. And if we don't, we're going to go into a depression. So we need to start our state and our government and our country again. As I do every day, I start by taking my temperature. Today I was 98.1. I never get up to normal. I'm always usually low, 97, 98. I disinfected the studio, this desk, all our cameras, all our keyboards, all our mice, or mouses, whatever you want to call them. So we're in good shape here. Sanitized everything for our protection. And the same thing you should be doing at home. You can actually get some sanitizer now at the supermarkets. We got to get there early. As I keep emphasizing, 96% of all COVID-19 cases are mild. So even if you get it, and if you're, you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, you're going to walk through that. If you're in your late 60s, 70s and up, that's an issue. Because about 60, probably 70% of all the fatalities are the elderly. There's no protection there. And there's always those underlying medical problems, and the COVID-19 just exasperates them. The United States, we have 1,238,548 cases. Now remember, it's a population of about 330 million in the United States, so we're in good shape. You got some numbers there for me, John? There we are. There's your numbers. There have been 201,011 recoveries. We are winning this. People are coming, if they get it, they're coming back, and a lot of people don't even realize they have it. There's talk of the coronavirus probably being in the United States in November, December now. And I don't care what they say, it came from Wuhan in that lab. And I'm saying they did it purposely or they invented this, but it got out of that lab and affected people in Wuhan, and those people went, traveled around the world, whether Europe or the United States or Canada, whatever the case, but it looks like most of them went to New York City, because that is like the epicenter. We have suffered 72,293 deaths. That's like the capacity of the old Yankee Stadium, the 70s Yankee Stadium. That is a lot of people we've lost. But again, a lot of them, the large percentage, were elderly with medical issues. Like I'm saying, if you get it, and if you're young enough, you're under, you're in 60 and under, you're going to probably walk through that. New York State has suffered 330,139 cases of COVID-19. They have lost 25,204 New Yorkers. New York City, really the epicenter. They have 182,318 cases of COVID-19. They have lost 18,719 New Yorkers there in New York City. It is devastating there. Let's show the map of New York. Actually, we didn't even show the map of the United States. Let's look at the United States first. Then we'll get to New York. I got little notes here to say go to map, but I passed by it. As you see, the United States, the big issue is the Northeast here, New York, New Jersey. New Jersey because of proximity to New York and New York City. When you're looking at Hudson County and Bergen County, proximity and people who go back and forth to New York City. The rest of the state, getting a little hot up there in the Chicago area, But the rest of them, you know, they're dots there. They're not the dark red as you see up here at the Northeast. We are beating this, and you look at a lot of those states, there are no spots at all. Those states can open. There's no reason for them to be closed. There's no reason for them to have rent assistance or any of that where we need it in the Northeast. You don't need it up in Wyoming. Let's go to New York State. There we go. There's New York State. Look at that map. New York State can open tomorrow. New York City, Long Island, no. They're going to take a while. And you got to be careful about people going back and forth through New York State because you can only recontaminate there. New York State can go back. There's been letters sent to the Congress and Senate about mortgage forbearance and rent forbearance and actually just stopping it. You're not going to have to pay it in months down the road. If you look at the areas that are stricken, we need it in New York City, we need it in New York, we need all the assistance we can get. We need it in New Jersey. We don't need it in all 50 states. And that's what happens. Every time, like we do the PPP, Payroll Protection Program, all 50 states are involved. They're not all in the same situation. When we're talking about credits for mortgage or rent payments or property taxes, not all the states are in the same situation. But when we talk about it, we say, well, it's a countrywide. Really, it isn't. This is really New York, New Jersey, California had an issue, Washington had an issue. They're getting hit hard. Chicago and Louisiana, you know, Florida, I think they had a whopping 1,500 cases. Every one is a case, and it should be considered, you know, serious. But when we're talking about assistance, New York City, New Jersey, Long Island, they need the help. California, Chicago, it looks like it's going to need the help. Los Angeles, Louisiana. We don't need to have a program where it's for all 50 states. We need to help the states that are hit the hardest. New Jersey, hard hits. Oh, no, we didn't do the numbers for New York. New York, yes, we did do the numbers. See, I'm out of my map situation here. Let's go to New Jersey. Let's do the numbers first, John. New Jersey, we have 131,705 cases of COVID-19. We have suffered as a state 8,292 deaths. Now, let's put the Jersey map up. If I watch my own notes here and read them, we can do this a lot smoother. There's Jersey. Now, you got a lot of dots, but the dark red one, that's us. That's Hudson County, that's Bergen County, proximity again to New York City. There are cases all through the state, lightens up as we go down South Jersey, but you see the dark, that's us. Now, the lighter colors, we could probably start considering opening up there. There's a lot of talk about opening. People are getting antsy. We've been doing this for like 7 weeks. People want to go out. People want to go back to work. Small businesses are worried. You know, you're looking at Hertz Rent-A-Car. They're looking at filing for Chapter 11. Lord & Taylor's filing, it's liquidating. A lot of these companies, you're looking at Macy's and Penny's, not sure they're coming back. Yeah, it is a very difficult time. We are winning this. We're going to need a few more months, but we just can't stay home for the next few months. Hudson County. We have 16,099 cases so far. Ocean County, where our other studio is, our sister studio, they have 7,060 cases. Bergen County has 16,460 cases. From the get-go, Bergen County has led the state in COVID-19 cases. But closing fast is my county, Hudson County. For that matter, I texted that to Tommy DeGeese this morning, the county exec. As of now, we're 361 cases behind Bergen County. At the rate we're going, we'll probably catch Bergen County by next week. Again, proximity and density. Now, this is probably the most dense county in the state for sure, probably the United States. But there are positive numbers. Jersey City, my home city. Mayor Fulop, who was really ahead of this curve, and he's probably, because he took actions sooner than everybody else, has mitigated a lot of the despair here in Jersey City. We have suffered 5,899 cases of COVID-19. Right now, Mayor Fulop is testing everybody. Whether you have a symptom or not, everybody gets tested in Jersey City. He's also doing the antibody testing. We have suffered 320 deaths in Jersey City. We are averaging 108 cases per day in Jersey City of COVID-19. Again, we're testing everyone, and Fulop is progressive. He is active. He is out there. Like I said, everybody gets tested in Jersey City. Jersey City has done 10,411 tests. We are testing positive at a percentage of 58% right now. But the more testing you get, the lower that number's going. The last time we were testing, I think it was yesterday, was 63%. So it's down 5%. So we are flattening that curve. The average age of the dead here in Jersey City is 69 years of age. A lot of that is in the nursing homes. A lot of that is our elderly population. Billy O'Day just wrote an article, an op-ed in the Jersey Journal, and he's 100% right. We should have realized this early, and we should have protected our elderly in the nursing homes and adult care centers. There's a lot to be learned from COVID-19, and we'll be researching this and learning lessons from it for years to come. Positive signs. The Christ Hospital is at 71% of their patients are COVID-19. Positive, good number. It's coming down. They were up like 88% at one time. There are 15 ventilators available at Christ Hospital. Good positive number. The Jersey City Medical Center, the big hospital, 57% are COVID-19 in the hospital. They have 19 vents available. There is talk out of trend that the hospitals are going to get to open full bore again, the elective surgery. You know, maybe these two knees that I got here, especially that left one, we get that replaced. Positive signs, paper towels are back. Bounty, Brawny, they're all back. Toilet paper is still on the iffy side. Beaches at the Lavalette and Belmar are talking about opening this weekend. Parks are open. County parks, pretty much all of them in Hudson County, with the exception of Washington Street Park. I think all of the county parks are now open with the exception of that one. Meat is now being limited. There's a sunny Purdue. This was about 3 weeks ago, where one of the President Trump's Corona task force, he's on the task force, when he said there are issues, but there will be no problem with the food chain supply. I looked at my wife when he said that. I said, we're going to have a problem in the food chain supply. Bingo, we got a problem in the food chain supply. Meat is now being limited to two meat. If you're getting steaks, 2 pork chops, that's it. The Purdue guy lied to us. Chicken is being limited, but it's there. And how much you going to hoard on that? You can freeze it, but eventually it gets a freezer burn, so you're not going to hoard too much on that. Meat is becoming an issue. Wendy's is out of hamburgers in parts of the United States. Chicken and French fries, they're available. Meat is going to be an issue until we can safely have the people who process the meat safe. You know, if we got to put these people in the spacesuits, then have them work in the spacesuits. I know it's, you know, it's a horrible thing to say. They have to work, but we have to eat. All right, testing center. If you want to get the test, Jersey City, contact City Hall. Go to their website, cityofjerseycity.gov, and apply. Make an appointment. Mayor Fulop wants to test everyone. Check with your municipality, your county, or your state website for where the testing centers are. They're all over the place now. Your symptoms as they've been from get-go. Runny nose, sore throat, cough, fever, difficulty breathing, loss of appetite, loss of taste and smell. If you're type A, be extra careful. You're susceptible to this. How do you protect yourself? Wash your hands. Do the 20 seconds or so. Kind of interesting. We got to tell people to wash their hands. Don't touch your face, which is a problem for me all the time. Wear the gloves. I'm getting into that habit. They're available too. You got to look around the store, but they have gloves in there. The Mr. Clean is a pretty good glove. Long, and one size fits most. Wear the mask. You know, when we start opening up businesses, and I'm talking to people about doing a show about opening the businesses, and we'll take you into those businesses to show you what's going on, what precautions they've taken, what the food looks like, what the bar looks like, what the store looks like, what the apartment looks like, whatever we can do to help small business out of our studios here and our sister studio in Seaside Heights, we are going to do it. Keep the social distancing 6 to 8 feet. And well, listen, with the gloves and the mask, I don't know why we're not doing this right. dispose of them properly. Don't have the city workers or ShopRite employees or whatever having to pick this up. Do the right thing, throw it in the garbage. You be safe. Take all the precautions. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'm Pat O'Melia. Good night.